The Kentucky Derby, the best 2 minutes in sports. Derby preview, Built.
This is an interesting horse who's kind of backed his way in, which I know is a Gerald Contreras angle that we like to play here. But he won his second race at Keeneland. He broke his main there, then went on to the Gunrunner Stakes at Fairgrounds and won there. So he kind of looked like a horse that had a move in him. He looked like he was going to do something. But as the distances got longer, he didn't really move forward. The Lecomte, he ran a credible second, ran third in the Risen Star, but he was a heavy favorite in that race, and then just kind of a no-show in the Louisiana Derby. So, as one that's kind of backed his way in, he doesn't feel like one that's gotten better as the distances have got longer. Kind of has that Mystic Dan feel about him, however, where he won a race that he kind of shouldn't have, then ran an okay second in the Lecomte. So there's some sneakiness in here. The hard spun colt and a curling mare, so he kind of feels like one that can get some longer distances, but I don't think he's quite there yet. So he's one that I'm going to look for later in the summer. The Haskell, the Iowa Derby type that kind of feels like that's where he's going to kind of point to, but not one that I'm really excited about here.
Well, he reminds me nothing of Mystic Dan. I'll be honest with you. I think this one was better at 2 years old. His fifth place finish in the Louisiana Derby was disappointing. He's been able to stay close early, but just not enough late for me to consider in the top four. With no jockey committed, I wouldn't be surprised if this one dropped out at the last minute. I could be wrong, but this one's a toss for me.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna just kind of look through the rose-colored glasses and hope that maybe there's something there. He is an Eclipse Thoroughbred owned, which is a kind of like a group ownership. So with a group of people that are, smaller investors, 5-10% types, if they get the chance to go to the Derby, you kind of figure they'll go to the Derby. But with that said, he does feel more like if he were to run the Pat Day Mile here, go on to the Haskell or one of those lesser than the Kentucky Derbies later on. He feels like he can win one of those in some way. But yeah, I think he's over his head in the Derby, so I won't have him on anything on any of my tickets.
Okay, that's Built.